Yeah, you haven't played it yet. Yeah. Alright, thanks mate. Sorry about that.
That's alright. I knew you were coming, but... Bloody YouTube was streaming this on the wrong bloody channel to start off with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the wrong, like, template. Like, it was skirt or some crap.
Oh, really?
But people were going, where is it? And we could see it.
Yeah, it was on the wrong thing.
over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to LJ Hooker Mile End Sports Park for this men's RAA NPL match between the host side, Adelaide Comets, and their visitors, Adelaide City. I'm your host, David Grant. I'll be taking you through the next 90 minutes of top-class South Australian Premier League action. And joining me tonight, none other than Theo Milonis. Theo, how are you?
Thank you very much. Bit chilly up here, but yeah, should be an absolute cracker game. 11th versus 3rd.
Much to play for, eh? Might take the listeners and the watchers through the starting lineups. There'll be a few new names you'll notice in the Adelaide Comets lineup as the transfer window has opened. Number 1 is Dakota Oxenham. Number 6, Nicholas Vatanos. Number 7, Marco Guerrera. Number 8, Philip Spadavecchia. Number 10, the captain, Anthony Mavro-Lombardos. Number 11, Gildas Devant Gomwike Zwa. Number 17, Ethan Karkafiris. Number 18, Cameron Hayes. Number 21, Nicholas Economopoulos. Number 22, Min Soong Park. And number 27, Harry Thomas. On the bench for Comets, we've got Lucas Lim, Dylan Page, Sebastian Good, Cameron Carlton, Paniotis Politis, and Yanni Delengis. For Adelaide City, they line up as follows. Their starting 11 is number 1, John Hall, the goalkeeper. Number 3, new signing, Bailey O'Neill. Number 7, Daniel Bressan. Number 12, Nicholas Francesi. Number 20, Yuki Kitano, scorer of a hat-trick last week. Number 23, Yared Abichu. Number 25, Luis Laurie Latanzio. Number 46, Oliver Western. Number 47, Asad Kasumovic. Number 80, their captain, Patrick Caraccia. Number 87, Dominic Costanzo. On the bench for City tonight, another new signing, Alex Battistella, coming in from Adelaide United, as well as Francesco Schmitzi, Cosmo Groff, the goalkeeper, Giorgio Parhas, Terence Lynch, and Charles Ayang. Theo, what are you expecting from tonight's match? I'll put you on the spot.
Well, I worked with Vass, and I've always liked how he wants to play front foot football. I saw last week Kitano had an absolute cracker game. Did he score a hat-trick last week against Metros?
He did, yeah. 3 goals for Yuki Kitano last week in their 3-0 win over Metro Stars. So, I mean, you can't have a bigger influence in a match than scoring all 3 goals in a 3-0 win. No,
and the name that really took me by surprise was Alex Battistella. Wow. With that team they've got and adding him to that team, to that strike force, Vass has got a lot of attacking options. So what I'm expecting is Comets to trying to keep that fortress, trying to turn this home ground into a fortress. I want them to. They're going to be trying to battle to get out of those top 2 positions, and Adelaide City, they just want to keep on winning.
Battistella, of course, coming back to Adelaide City. He was there two years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago now, and returns to this Adelaide City side. The referee tonight is Joseph Bajeski, and he's assisted by Ibrahim Saidi and Joshua Britvek. Oddly enough, they look great in their pink, but John Hall's wearing pink tonight. I thought that would have been a potential colour clash.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, Joseph Bajeski's not going to get himself confused with John Hall, is he, I suppose? Is he, Theo? Theo, you still there?
Yeah, oh no, I'm serious. I'm just there. Yes, no. Just John Hall's just a fraction taller.
Yeah, I suppose if it was if the assistants were on the park, it might be a different issue. But there we go. Sides both out on the park now, exchanging pleasantries. Adelaide Comets, they've only won 3, and they didn't get their first. They didn't get their first win until a 2-1 victory over Sturt in round 9. However, since then they've only lost once, and that was a 4-1 loss to West Torrens McCullough in round 12. They've picked up a number of draws, and they've found a little bit of form. Maybe not the most consistent of sides in the RAA NPL, Adelaide Comets, but they found a little bit more form, and they're starting to not lose games. I suppose that's the principal point there I'm trying to make. Adelaide City, they had a great start to 2026. They didn't lose until round 7, a 1-0 loss against Sturt Lions, and they then lost the following game in round 8, also a 1-0 loss to West Torrens McCullough, but they haven't lost since that round 8 game, and they have the best defence in the league. They've only conceded 14 goals. Metro Stars second with 17, and West Torrens McCullough first on the ladder, that is, with 20. But a fairly impenetrable back line for Adelaide City.
Look, yeah, and they've got absolute quality all over the park. And looking at them, like we talked about initially, their front line, they look extremely good. And then, Yared marshalling that defence back there. Then on the flip side, you got Comets, who's just picked up Dakota Oshingham, absolute superstar goalkeeper. And I'm pretty sure he came from Adelaide City. Did he not?
At one stage, yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember the order. He's moved around a little bit. I can't remember the exact order. He looks a giant back there, doesn't he?
Yeah, him and Ben Hall, it was a bit of a competition to see who's going to be the tallest. I think it could be Hawley.
They've been eating their trademark breakfast cereals, these two guys. They did meet back in round 5. Adelaide City, a 4-1 win at Adelaide City Park on that occasion. Goals from Costanzo, Catano, Kasumovic and Bressan gave the 4 goals to Adelaide City. Jake Porter scoring 1 for Comets. But we are underway here at LJ Hooker Mile End Sports Park, just on the western edge of Adelaide's central business district here in South Australia. You can see the flashing lights of our emergency services in the background of your camera shot there, and that very busy West Terrace. Friday night here, a lot of people have made their way here after concluding their work. The women were on just before, finished 1-1 with West Torrens Baculla in a 2nd versus 4th clash. So we had a little crowd in for them, and a lot of them have stayed, as well as the numbers building up for this one. As Dakota Oxenham's first touch in his return to the RA NPL is a header outside the box. Who'd have thought that? Lewis L'Oreal Tanjo now with the ball on the left-hand side. Faces Minsung Park, makes his way to the byline, gets a cross in along the bottom. Met and cleared by Nicholas Vatinos for Comets.
Yeah, it's picking up. Just looking at Bailey O'Neill, I just had to blink there as well. That whole defence line is another level stronger with Bailey O'Neill back there. He's plays a lot as a 5, but can also play as a centre back as well. So
it comes in from Karachi into the middle of the box. Comets look to clear the lines, and they do so through Avila Barros. And the first look in this near side of Marco Guerrera, just signed from Para Hills Knights. These players don't half move around.
Yeah, so big change today for Comets. There's no Aladdin, so and no Bucco for Adelaide City. So 2 big players out either side, but there's quality still everywhere.
Oliver Weston lucky to get away with not that being a foul throw, as he took it very short to Costanzo. Kasumovic now on the far side in the long shirted top. Quite like the long shirts, the long sleeve shirt, should I say.
Yeah, I do like a good long sleeve shirt.
Takes me back to my youth, that one.
Yeah. But now they all wear these the undergarments, the Pega ones. Keep it nice
and other brands.
And other brands, yeah. Macrons.
Corner for Adelaide City on that far side. Bailey O'Neill, the player who's made his way over there to the barbecue to take it. As he goes short. Daniel Bressan, the player, coming to collect it near post.
Clearly a training move, that one.
Yep. Well, it didn't really achieve much, to be honest. Catano takes this one down at the edge of the box. As Patrick Karachi waiting to receive, and he does. Chips into the middle, be very close to Oxenham, and he takes it comfortably.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to do something pretty decent to beat Dakota today. Last time I saw him, he was at Melbourne City. Did a really good job as well there.
Comets now build their way up the left-hand side. As Guerrera turns, tries to flick it on to the rushing teammate there in Vatinos, but the ball was intercepted. It's gone out. It's a throw in on that far side. Ethan Karkafiris with it. And check of the ball pressure. We had this actually in the earlier game. I don't know if you noticed that, but there was a check of the pressure. Maybe the pumps aren't working too well here at LJ Hooker Mile End. I thought that was heading our way.
That's right.
Sports Park.
Would have controlled that quite well, or protected the cameraman.
I had no doubt in my mind that we would have been in safe hands had you come to receive that pass, that ball, that stray ball. You'd have brought it down beautifully and flicked it on, no doubt, Theo.
Yeah, I was inspired by the goalkeeper in the last game, Baculla. This touch was amazing. So anyway, we digress again.
We do it well as this ball comes through. Oxenham's out quick. Managed to save it with his shoulder, I think. Didn't know much about it, though. Off Lewis Laurie Latanzio, ball comes into the middle, and City look like they're on fire. They're starting this game at 100 miles an hour.
What an excellent ball to Latanzio. Latanzio got onto it so quickly, and Dakota was so quick off the line. I think he did stop it with his head.
Bailey O'Neill, long ball. Catano fails to control it, but he was offside anyway. And it will be a free kick as opposed to a goal kick.
Quite different speed compared to the game that we had before. It's very, very up and down, really quick. Not much time on the ball. We've talked about the quality of both teams. Just watch Phil Spadavecchi is a bit quite tricky. And Gildas is actually playing as a 7 compared to a normal 9. He's playing lately, so playing in Aladdin's position. So let's see how he goes there.
And they come through now, Comets. But run blocked by Abichu. Avalon Barras ended up with it, and he's flicked out to the far side. Guerrera tries to chip it into the middle. They don't quite make the clean contact they want to try and get the ball into the middle there, Comets, and they retreat, but they still have possession. Karkafiras now finds Guerrera on the far side. Back to Karkafiras. Race to the byline, ball into the middle. Just wide, but not far off there. Gildas Devan didn't get the final touch. It looks like it came off John Hall.
Yeah, he definitely put him under pressure. And well done, John Hall, by getting that out for a corner. Very dangerous there. Harry Thomas, I think, also formerly of Westies, but he played a lot of his junior football, and he did play at some stage at Adelaide City. So some boys crossing paths along the way, and yeah, I'll be quiet now while there's a set piece.
No, you're doing well, Theo. You feel free to speak. That's why we have you on board for these valuable insights, or invaluable insights. But it is a corner for Comets on that far side. It's taken. It's very near the keeper. Ball's loose. John Hall, safe as houses, gets down low, collects. Now Lewis Laurel Tanjo comes away with it for Adelaide City. Also wearing a long sleeved shirt. Goes over to the far side. He's looking for Catano. Daniel Bressan picks up now for City. Left foot, tries to spread the play over to this near side. Pass is met by Min Soon Park though. Nice play by Comets at the back there. Just managed to win the ball, keep the ball. Short, sharp passes, and they have it in the far side. Ethan Karkafiras looks to go along. Asad Kasumovic gets a knee to it, I think. And that one is out for a throw.
Yeah, and Costanzo's, he's doing his Baselli role, I call it, where he floats and goes and drifts when he plays. And I have been watching his game lately. He's been building and been putting a really good game. I did also listen to him on the One Game at a Time podcast, and yeah, he seemed to start enjoying game, but he had to lift his game a little bit, which is acknowledged, and he's been working a lot harder. So good to see players with extreme flair enjoy the game and make our game a lot better.
Just a little mention of the Baselli roll. I associate that with going to ground, clutching your shin, and screaming.
No, I associate that with class.
I'm kidding on. If Lorenzo Baselli's listening, I apologise for my whimsical take on that phrase, but couldn't help myself.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm sure he understands that. He knows what you're like.
Patrick Karacha goes to ground, wins a free kick for City, as indicated by the referee Joseph Bajeski. They're a long way out there, City. You would imagine it's a cross ball rather than a shot from there. Slight angle on it as well, probably 35 degrees.
I want to know, well, Buko's not on it, so Buko's not on the park, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be difficult for Nicholas Buko to take this one, I would say, as Kasumovic rolls it out to, well, Kasumovic, sorry, was the taker. It was rolled out there by Costanzo. It's gone out, it's a corner. Players now assembling for the corner. Adelaide City don't seem to be in any rush to take it just yet. They've started the play on the field at 100 miles an hour, but retrieving the balls seems to be a bit slower.
I think they're just taking in the smells of the ground.
Absolutely. Decent little crowd built up there, all hanging around the barbecue. That corner does come in. 6-yard box, taken by Oxenham. Gosh, you're right, he is a giant there, isn't he? He seemed to not even get off the ground, and he was already up near where the bar is. Oxenham goes long. Guerrera's underneath that one. Gets just enough on it. Finds Mavro Lombardos, but Abitur will clear up. Still Comets on that far side. Play stopped by Joseph Bajewski. A little...
Yeah, just a fraction late.
Little late challenge there by young Costanzo, who's jogged away. Villain of the piece.
Spada Vecchia, he said. Comets. Should be playing for an Italian team, buddy.
This comes into the middle. Western was underneath it, got ahead to it, but they haven't cleared the lines. Min Soon Park now. He's met in that corner by Western again. Comets have the throw. Still Comets with it. Ball eventually cleared. Cameron Hayes goes back to his goalkeeper, Dakota Oxenham, and Comets have it. Long ball, ambitious and errant. Straight through to the goalkeeper, John Hall. Possession just going back and forth.
Yeah.
Neither team able to hang on to it for an extended period of time, and Bailey O'Neill heading for the corner there.
He's just thought it was in training drill at the moment.
I saw that flag there and thought, what have I done here? How have I ended up here? Eventually the ball does go out, and it'll be a goal kick. John Hall to take.
Yeah, I know.
He gives it to the Comets Ultras in the corner there.
Oh yeah, they'll be giving it back to him as well.
All 8 of them.
Bit cold tonight.
That's good that they're here. You know, it is a cold night. You know, people don't have to be out, but they are. Decent little numbers. Look at Jovanovic down there as well.
Yeah. I said to Luca, Luca, are you going anywhere next year? And he said, no, I'm not going anywhere.
That one comes through the middle. Anthony Mavro-Lombardos, the captain tonight for Comets, plays that back. But again, the ball forward is just giving possession away. Dominic Costanzo picks it up now. Through ball, very quick. Luis Laurie Latanzio's in. That's cleared off the line, is it? There's an appeal for the ball to have crossed the line. On the bench here, but they're a long way away. I'm not sure how they could have seen it. Now it's Comets on the counter.
I'm not too sure who cleared the ball off the line. Could have been, was it Hayes? But it was, yeah, it was like Latanzio. He got played in. He had he shouldn't have got that ball, but he did. Got a foot in it. Got the ball across. He thought he was in. Beat Dakota, but wow, that's a great move there by City. Unlucky to not be 1-0 up.
Taking that throw, Guerrera tries to make the space. Abitur gets his head to it. Eventually Western clears the lines, but Comets still have possession. Mavro Lombardos just gets enough on it to find Carcaferas. Ball through the middle. There's a little chance for Comets if they can find the space.
Yeah, Latanzio copped a bit of a hit to the shoulder. Hope he's okay. Might not be as...
Luis Laurie Latanzio's had trouble with his shoulder before, you know, and I mean, looks like he's almost having it popped back in. He looks like he's in a fair bit of discomfort, but I watched him a couple of weeks ago at Adelaide City, and he left the field with his shoulder. You wonder, you know, is he pushing it too much? Has he come back too early?
Yeah. Well, the physios seem to have just put it back in under a bit of pain.
It's like Rambo, isn't he?
Yeah. He's a tough boy. He's a tough boy.
I like to think I'm a tough boy, but I wouldn't be.
I coached him.
I feel weak at the knees looking at that.
I coached him when he was young at a Sepsaza, and he could always score some serious goals. He has not changed. Going to Melbourne Victoria probably in all the years has sharpened him up to another level. Good to see Vatnos back for Comets. Good young local product. It's good for the little boys on the side to see someone they can aspire to as well. So I think that's what Comets are trying to build here. Trying to build from within.
Now Comets come into the box, cross into the back post. They still have it. Minsoon Park picks it up now for them. Into the edge of the box he goes, shot low. I think John Hall had it covered, but Bailey O'Neill's cleared. So we've had the benefit of a replay for that clearance off the line. You're confident you know who it is, are you, Theo?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was, I think that's Hayes.
Cameron Hayes clearing off the line early on to keep scores level.
Well, it looked like him.
I'm going to take your word for it.
I like how Comets have absorbed the pressure, but they want to go back the other way and hurt Adelaide City. It's easier to sit back and defend. It's harder to go back and actually make them defend.
Here comes their free kick into the middle. Met by Daniel Bressan and cleared. Ball goes all the way back to Minsoon Park. Chips forward. Loose ball's picked up by Spadavecchia and into the middle it goes. Players falling all over the place. Final shot.
Is that Nick Franchisi block? I think so, yeah.
Harry Thomas with the shot. He scored last week in their 1-1 draw with Adelaide United. And that one's just gone wide. But it is a corner. Philip Spadavecchia is making his way over to take that. But if you have just joined us, where have you been? You've missed a fair bit of action.
Blockbuster.
0-0 so far, but plenty of chances at both ends. As this corner comes in. Gildas Devon underneath it. It's gone out over the back. Goal kick.
While we have a pause and play, and let you know that just trying to update you. Croydon are actually beating Adelaide United Youth 2-0 for the 61st minute in the RAA NPL, and West Torrens Burkella are 2-1 up at half-time against Sturt Lions.
Oh, as this cross comes in from Gongwakeza, that's too close to John Hall and he takes, but what a run. Comets showing a little bit of threat though, but it's up to the other end now. Here's Yuki Kitano. Can't find the space. Comets 3. Back to defend and defend well. Now it's a cross into the back post. Luis Latanzio goes all the way through to Costanzo. Bressan was waiting there to strike that one. Comets have come away now. Marco Guerrera forced very wide. John Hall's out there. John Hall, fancy footwork, but judged to have been fouled. Free kick City. Bailey O'Neill finds Patrick Caraccia, captain for tonight. Patrick Caraccia, former Croydon player, of course.
Dangerous ball.
Asad Kasumovic plays that one through, but Dakota Oxenham's out quickly, retrieves and dispenses. Konomopoulos getting a touch there. Just playing in front of that back three.
It's interesting to see Adelaide City's press here. They didn't commit too many men, they just moved in the right spot.
There's Nicholas Konomopoulos now. Gomukezwa. opts to go back. Konomopoulos opts to go back. And across the back line they go through Nicholas Vatanos. And then Cameron Hayes. Now Comets come through the middle. No foul given there. Patrick Karagia raises his hands in an innocent plea, and that plea is heeded. Play on, says the referee, Joseph Bajeski.
Well, it was in the perfect spot. So he was right there, he saw it. So he believed that there was sufficient intent on the ball. Play on.
Alpha Lombardos now finds Karkafiris and then finds Guerrera. Comets looking quite healthy in their constructive approach here.
Yeah.
If that's the right turn of phrase. I know what I'm trying to say is this ball comes into the middle. Minsoon Park, the overlapping player on this far side. Nobody picked him up. He chips it back into the middle. It's met by Bresano and cleared. Catano clears. Costanzo. Catano. Now Asad Kasumovic on that far side, just on the halfway line. Here at LJ Hooker Mile End Sports Park. Ellis Park by its old-fashioned name. That's what I used to know it as when I was a child. Konomopoulos. Konomopoulos. I feel like Comets have just got their confidence up. It's taken them 10 minutes to settle. Adelaide City came out the blocks at 100 miles an hour, didn't they, Theo?
Well, there should be, LA City theoretically should be 1 up. But Comets, I like the way they've gone forward. They look very, very sharp. They look like they know where they're doing their first runs, their second runs. The balls into the box have been really good. So look, this is a really good battle. Doesn't look like a third versus 11th battle.
I think Comets' position probably belies a little bit their form. You know, they didn't have a great start. They dropped silly points earlier on, but most recently they've done well. You know, they, as we mentioned before, they haven't lost that many of their last 5 or 6. They've drawn a lot, which is added to that statistic and made it look healthier than it possibly is. But you know, Comets have come good, just possibly at the right time of the season.
Yeah, well, Comets are 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss in the last 5. So, you know, new coach bounce, 1 or 2 games, but clearly they got some bodies back. Transfer windows opened up. A club that aspires to put some of the young kids obviously through a building. So let's see how they can go for the rest of this game, and they can continue matching with LA City because they've got class on the bench and everywhere. So they're going to take a lot of effort to try and keep up with them. But just a point going back, when LA City had the ball and they were attacking, Vass said, guys, calm down. Let's keep the ball for a bit because Comets had the ball for a lot. So you can only chase so much. You actually need a break on the ball. So
the win tonight for Adelaide City has the potential to take them up, or possibly to top, depending on how West Hornsby Metro Stars go this weekend. But you know, they are sniffing around there. They're on 29 points. They're just 3 points behind the leaders, West Hornsby, of course, and Metro Stars, of course, losing last week. The 2 top teams losing here in the men's RAAPL NPL in South Australia. But Adelaide City played 15, won 8, drawn 5. Those draws might come to haunt them a bit later on in the season. But you would think they would finish top 6 and make finals.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think Burks are actually 2-1 up. So Croydon have just taken another goal lead to be 3-0 up in the 67th minute against Adelaide United Youth. So
and just on the Comets League position, they are 11th from the table of 12. Of course, the bottom 2 go down to State League 1. That's the relegation zone. But Comets, you know, they're only 4 points behind Campbelltown. They get a win today, take them up to 16. They're within striking distance as Kasumovic picks this one up, gets his shot in. It's well blocked though by Ethan Karkafiris. Ball goes out, it's a corner.
Yeah, the LA City boys didn't worry about Paddy. They just wanted to play on and possibly create another opportunity, thinking that Paddy was okay, but he's struggling a little bit, but he looks to be running it off.
Yep, Patrick Karachi is back up on his feet. His teammates, like you say, didn't seem too fussed about the fact he was on the ground, but I suppose they're focused on one thing, and that's get the ball into the net, and here's their next chance to do it with this corner. It comes in, it goes to the back post. Broken to Abichu of all people. He turns and has a swing and a shot, but blocked. Comets look good at the back, I must say. We're only, 15 minutes in or so, but Comets do look back good at the back, but here they come forward. Here's Marco Guerrera now. From Kaweza. Taken by Bailey O'Neill, though. Now it's Economopoulos. Final ball into the middle. Goes over the bar.
Yeah, do we give him a shot there? No, we probably can't. I think he was trying to curl that ball towards the back post, but got too much of it, and yeah. Yeah,
I said 15 minutes. It's that clock that's blocked. I can't see the digit in the far left. It isn't 15 minutes, it's 25 minutes, but it's an indication of how quickly the time seems to have gone, Theo.
Well, you've paid me out the first game for that pole being in the way, but
it's come back to haunt me. Yeah. That's why you should always be kind to people, because you don't know when they're going to, well, not they, but when circumstances are going to come back to haunt you. So I apologise there. The clock here at Ellis Park is the digit in the far left is obscured. I thought 15 minutes, but it's 25. But as I mentioned, it's just this first half has just flown by, and that's a sign of that.
Look, in these games in the NPL, most clubs have absolute quality in all the positions. It's just effort, it's execution, it's it's just small margin. So you switch off for 5 minutes and that could hurt you. You switch on, then you can score some goals. But tactically, technically, they're all very, very good players. They're at this level for a reason.
Many of them with A-League experience, of course, which you could argue is the next tier up. I know the Championship likes to describe itself as the second division, but the reality is that, for me, this is the second tier nationally. You're looking at the players who are competing through an entire season, not just a month or two here or there, with all due respect to that competition. But for me, this is, it's the best in the state and second best nationally. Would you concur with that? Would you agree with that?
I would.
Probably
not. Probably not. I wouldn't say it. I would say that we're talking about leagues in all of Australia, because the New South Wales League is pretty amazing.
So they keep telling us.
As is the Victorian League. So let's see how they go the next Australian Cup. Let's see who comes and wins from there. I think Heidelberg. I mean, who made it to the final in the FFA Cup? I think Newcastle versus Heidelberg. I think. Yeah. I know.
You're testing me now.
Yeah,
pal.
I'm testing. Yeah. I know. There's a lot more money in the Victorian New South Wales leagues, but let's. I'll quote it. I think David Bashir said today. 5 Socceroos are from South Australia, so there's something in the water here, and there's clear quality. So,
and just on quality, Lewis Lauretanzo picks the ball up here, and Yuki Kitano. The shot is blocked by Anthony Mavrolambados. But again, Comets threaten. Karachi now. Ball is played out wide on that far side. Loose into the middle, received it back, cuts back, Kasimovic, he's put that into the bar, or at least into the first tier there.
The twinkle toes of Costanzo and Franchisi, beautiful run by Franchisi, quick combination, got that ball across. Assad would like to have that back. I think he was a little bit worried about their body, trying to put his foot through it, tried to get over it a little bit, and clearly skied it. He would like to have that one back, but that was an excellent move once again by Adelaide City.
And I'm glad you mentioned Nicholas Franchesi's name there, because I couldn't, for the distance, make out who it was.
I'm just guessing it was him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
It was a crowded area on that far side, and he did well there. Adelaide City, you can see there now, Theo, playing a 4-1-3-2 by the looks of it. Patrick Karachi just playing in that 6, just slightly deeper in the midfield. position he's quite accustomed to be honest. Now they've got the ball. Gomakaweza can't get there. Oliver Western can. And Oliver Western comes away with it. Scored his first NPL goal a few weeks ago at West Adelaide. Now he's up in the striker's position here, isn't he?
Yeah, look,
you'll need oxygen after that.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams are actually moving away from like branded formations. They talk about formations in ball possession, then ball possession opposition. So who knows? Look, it changes constantly. Changes. It's quite fluid.
One has been taken. City in possession. Lewis Laura Latanzio. Fresh back after having his shoulder popped back into place. Shot straight into the arms of Dakota Oxenham. Here's Bailey O'Neill. Quick feet. Beats Guerrera. Western blocks Min Soong Park's attempted clearance. Now it's Asad Kasumovic for Adelaide City. Forward he roams. Cross into the middle again, too close to the keeper. And Oxenham collects. 30 minutes gone in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. You're watching the men's RAA NPL South Australia is nothing each on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. But plenty to talk about.
Not through lack of trying.
Exactly. Min Soong Park now. Oh, sorry, Marco Guerrero on the far side. How did I get them mixed up? By the way, Theo, chat to a local who backs you and your team. It's better to be a member with the RAA.
Well, I hope I'm a member because I'm not too sure if I've turned my lights off. So I've got to make sure. I've parked miles away, so hopefully it won't get hit. It's actually parked behind the school, so hopefully no soccer balls will hit it.
Well, if a flat battery is the worst that happens to you, then you're not in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Karkafiris now loses the ball. Karachi are bundled to ground again. This time by Anthony Mavrolambaros. Strong challenge, and Karachi is copying it tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's been the target of just wrong place, wrong time, I think. Likes to be that link play, get that ball between the defence and the midfield. Builds up a lot of play through him. Quite inventive. Starts a lot of the play, so I see Costanzo as well over here, you know. Just put the mockers on him.
Bailey O'Neill get to this one first. A little slip there by Costanzo, I mean, indicating that maybe it's a little bit soft underfoot out there. And we still have it, City. Costanzo chip forward. Another slip there, this time by Western. Crosses with his left.
I'm not too sure they watched the girls' game in the WNPL because they were slipping everywhere. So they probably should have just questioned what boots they're wearing. What boots would you be wearing in today's weather?
Well, we only ever wore the big metal studs. Yeah, like a good 8 centimetres of them as well back in my day. It is interesting because we haven't had that much rain in the last few days here in Adelaide. I mean, it was wet through the start of the week and last weekend, but this weekend's been fairly dry and the last few days have been fairly dry, so
it's just a dew, I think.
Yeah.
And the pitch does look in good condition for the amount of rain that we've had on it, the lack of sun. So credit to the grounds people at the Adelaide Comets, Adelaide City Council, I think.
That ball caught Yuki Kitano offside. So the kick is given to Comets. Back underway here at LJ Hooker Myland Sports Park. Gomakaweza underneath that. Weston's got it though. Strong play by the youngster. He finds Yared Abichu. Abichu's got a moment to think about what his options are. It's Bailey O'Neill. Straight through the, well, not the middle, but no need to spread the ball wide. Costanzo picks it up, finds Lewis Laura Latanzio. Western twists and turns.
Twinkle toes.
Yeah, exactly. Cross into the middle from Costanzo. Is met by Kusumovic, heads back across the face, but no luck for City. They try again down the right-hand side. Offside there.
Disappointing move, unfortunately. The whole move was really good. Weston's feet was exceptional in a really tight spot. Defenders went the other way. He knocked it out wide, but yeah, unfortunately, just the end product. Adelaide City have had a couple of chances where they could have been up. Yeah, Comets have found their way. Comets have made some really good interplay going to the front third, which has been really good. I think the coach would be happy with that. They've been quite solid defensively as well against a very strong LA City team. So I think the 35th minute from the, yeah,
we are 35 minutes in, 35 minutes done on the One World LED and Sportable Systems for all your indoor and outdoor LED display solution needs. Providers of the scoreboard here at Ellis Park. As Comets make their way down the left, ball into the middle, met by Western, cleared but only as far as Marco Guerrera. Excuse me for the pause there. I've just got a bit of a scores update for you, Theo, around the ground. Or do you want to take us through that?
Oh, I can take you through that. Croydon are 3-0 up on the 80th at the 80th minute. Ned Stiles and the Luca Trimboli double. In the other game, West Torrens are 2-1 up against Sturt Lions. Goal scorers are Jaden Diamanta scored first in the 9th minute for Sturt, and then George Blackwood double in the 11th and 29th. It's quite early for Berks to score. They normally score in the 87th minute plus. And then in the other game in the State League 1, Cumberland are 1-0 up against Eastern United away from home.
And that Ned Stiles strike for Croydon has been described to me as a cracker.
Okay.
I'm not sure how...
What flavour?
Well, I'm not really sure what that means, but I'm assuming it was a spectacular effort.
Okay.
But don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching the RA NPL here on the FSA League's YouTube channel. It is nothing each here as Yared Abichu picks the ball up now for Adelaide City and finds Daniel Brissan. Now it's their skipper, Patrick Caraccia. Now it's their new signing, Bailey O'Neill. And into Comets half, City venture. Kusumovic. His pass is intercepted though. I think it's Mavro Lombardos, the player on the far side, who's taken out.
That's Harry Thomas, I think.
There you go. Keep me right.
I think
too far away from my eyesight.
Yeah, no, I think the difference between from here, they look exactly the same, except Mav has got a captain's armband on. So just look at his left arm.
Thanks very much. I'm glad I've got you there to keep me right there, Theo.
Mav actually used to have a mullet, I think.
Free kick for Comets.
Cut it off.
Karkafiris goes long with it. Bailey O'Neill meets it with his head. Finds Daniel Bressan. Bressan has Luis Laurie Latanzio, but the pass is well read by Min Soon Park. And he skips away. Min Soon Park judged to have challenged his opponent, Bailey O'Neill, too vigorously there. Free kick, and there's a conference in the middle. In fact, Min Soon Park's been booked for that. Receives a yellow. First player in the book tonight. Oliver Western steals a few yards there.
Quickly seen by the referee.
Told to retreat, and he did, well, not by very much, but he's taken it anyway. City are back underway. City have us back underway. Karachi with a long ball. That's a great ball thought. And Chasey, I think it is, shot. Oh, Oxenham saved that. I couldn't even see it. Good stop by Oxenham, although it was straight at him.
Yeah, look, that was an absolute brilliant ball over the top. Assad got it. He thought he'd get past Dakota, but Dakota's got long arms, long legs, and the ball was stuck under his feet. Didn't actually know where the ball was, as David said. But it was clearly at his feet.
Locked between the knees. Here are Comets now. Nicholas Economopoulos.
This game has had everything except for a goal, which I can sense is very, very close to us.
There's Yuki Kitano, speaking of goal scorers, scored 3 last week. Yet to make his mark today, gets his cross into the middle. He was looking for Costanzo, but in the end it broke to Daniel Bressan, who again has put that into the bar on the first tier here at Ellis Park.
Is he trying to tell us something? Is he telling us to go to the crossbar to get something to eat?
Don't know, but that's 2 they've put up there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I'm glad the assistant coach kicked the ball out, didn't do his hammy. It's always an issue there. Dakota's got the other ball that's just come back. Pick and choose. Bit of a lull in play. The next 5 minutes, just interesting to see the coaches, the Comets coaching crew, with the assistant coach and the head coach actually talking about stats, where the front three, how they want the ball to go forward, and Vass is always in constant communication with his assistant coaches.
Foul on Comets player. I missed who it was, to be honest. I apologise for that. Play will be pulled back. Free kick for Comets. Anthony Mavro-Lombardos with the captain's armband will take this set free kick.
You remember that now for the rest of the year?
That's it. Here comes that free kick, left-footed, swinging in, Hall's out there. Strong, commanding, conquering. His dispense of the ball hasn't been so great, though. It's gone straight back to Comets, and Dakota Oxenham has it now for the hosts.
I think you mentioned before, I think Comets have defended very, very well, and defended in numbers, and attacked with lots of speed. I'll just allow it to be quiet.
And here they come. Down that left-hand side, Sparavecchia. Attended well, though. Can't get the cross in. Plays it back. Nicholas Economopoulos, shot from distance. John Hall made that look closer than it possibly was. I think he had it covered.
Possibly.
You don't think so?
I don't. Well, who knows? I'm not a goalkeeper or a goalkeeper's coach, but geez, that was an excellent hit from Icon. Once again, we talked about that quick movement of Comets going forward. They push the ball around really quickly. They look very very, very well coached when they're going forward. The players know where they run, where the second run is, where the third run is. Being impressed, actually.
Here's Oliver Western now. So he's gone with Kaweza. Now it's Daniel Bressan down the left-hand side. Oliver Western back inside, finds Costanzo. Western looks for the return pass. Has fouled his opponent, Minsoon Park, concedes a free kick.
Yeah,
it's Comets.
Yeah, Dominic Costanzo, when he was playing that ball to Western, he probably should have camouflaged it a little bit easier, because Minsoon Park read his run very well, blocked his path off, and Western just gave a foul. Probably wouldn't have, shouldn't have.
Sparavecchia forced back to Karkafiris. City onto it quick, though. Comets have the throw. Throw in taken down that far side. Karkafiris goes down the line. It's met by Abichu, though. Nearly 44 minutes gone. This first half is almost done, Theo. Can you believe it? It's gone quickly.
Oh, it's like a basketball match. It's just going up and down really quickly. So, yeah. We haven't had a goal, but we have had action. Lots of really good play.
Lokweza gets his head to that, wins the ball back. He's been quite impressive. He's got 4 players trying to close him down over there in that corner. One of them is Dominic Costanzo. Still Costanzo, concedes the throw, but kills the momentum of that Comets threat. Throw in for Comets, Minsung Park with it. Sparavecchia in the corner. Costanzo comes in, clears, Comets through again.
Sparavecchia is a tricky, is quite tricky to you don't know which way he's going to go, and yeah.
I don't fancy marking any of these players, to be honest. Stan just put that one up into the air. Still in. Nicholas Vatanos gets his head to it, concedes the throw. City have taken it.
The speed of which they play at, it's quite scary these days.
I know. I don't think I would have run this quickly. I think the game's quicker now than it was anyway. 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I was reading an article actually on the BBC website about the change even in the physique of the modern player. Because, of course, back in the 70s, not that I played in the 70s, but in those early World Cups, the players were a lot stockier and fitness wasn't such a big thing. They're leaner now as Comets come through. Good, solid challenge there by Jared Abitu, and he comes away with it.
Yeah, Mav will be a little bit disappointed that the ball wasn't played out to him. He made a really good run, opened up the whole defence. They were not too sure where he was going to go, and Yared just saw that, stole it, and yeah, the coaching staff were not happy there with Mr. Thomas and the lack of playing that ball.
It's going all the way through to Dakota Oxenham. And that's the half-time whistle. I wasn't sure what it was. That's gone by in a flash. I mean, it is nothing each on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard here, but the game hasn't been without incident, and it's been very fast-paced. In that first half, that first 45 has just flown by, hasn't it, Theo?
Oh, wow. It's only a minute and a half of stoppage, so stoppage time. So, yeah, wow. I said LA City should have been at least 1-0 up, but Comets have done quite well, look quite dangerous going forward. So, yeah, so got a couple of things for Vas to ponder in the second half there. Comet staff having a bit of a chat about what they want to see in the second half. Vas and his crew having a chat about what they'd like. So, yeah, tune back in.
We'll have a wee break, 15-minute break. Just quickly around the grounds, Croydon 3-0 up against Adelaide United's youth team. That game is all but done. West Torrens Burculla are 2-1 up against Sturt Lions at Jack Smith Park in the 63rd minute. It's half-time here at Ellis Park, a.k.a. LJ Hooker Mile End Sports Park. The score is nothing each. 15-minute break. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching the men's RAA NPL South Australia. Back soon.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
If it was any type of, he should have just gone down.
Vidic. Oh, wow!
Could that be the goal?
West Adelaide go 5-4 up.
Finish it off. Ryan girls it in! Oh, golazo, Daniel Ryan! Been brilliant since he's come on.
Raj is aware of it. Floats it in. Mullin full deals with it. Opportunity here. Bicycle kick for. And it's a goal!
It's a goal. That's
It's
a cracker.
Harrison Rogers.
I just want to make an impact.
Hop in.
Where are we going?
There are so many career paths with SAPOL, from operations to CSI. You could walk the beat or work somewhere a little quieter. If you want to make a difference, there's a career at SAPOL for you.
Hey, it's going to be all right.
Call up the search.
Find where you belong in blue. Search SAPOL Careers.
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jay Drobran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an extra additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place that the YCC is wanting from us, that's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, you know, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, the YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, there's become a better level, and with a better level there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing, a lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play, and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia.
Hello and welcome back to LJ Hooker Mile End Sports Park here, Ellis Park for the old-fashioned folk around, for the second half of this men's RA NPL match between the host side Adelaide Comets and their visitors Adelaide City. I'm your host David Grant. We'll be taking you through the next 45 minutes of football, and I'm joined by Theo Milonis. Theo, did you enjoy your half-time break?
Yes, if I could order one thing though, can I please order a heater? But apart from that, I had a nice break.
The temperature, I reckon, has dropped. To be fair to you, mate, I understand where you're coming from. I think just even in the last sort of 10 minutes of that first half, the temperature did drop significantly, and there is a chill in the air now.
Well, it's currently in the Adelaide CBD. It's 7 degrees, but it says it feels like 5.7.
I think they should just say it's 5.7 if it feels like 5.7, to be honest. I have a bit of a problem with that. I think I've seen that before. You know, it's 20, but it feels like it's 15. If it feels like it's 15, it's 15.
Yeah. So what are we going to see in this second half? Look, I was hoping for goals. Adelaide City's got an absolutely stacked bench. I would not be surprised if we start seeing some subs if Vass doesn't get his way.
Well, I think what we talked about in the half-time offline was that, you know, you're looking at an Adelaide City side that has the best defensive record in the NPL for 2026. I mean, it's hard to see, you know, a way through there. And for Comets, you know, they've really stacked their defence in terms of their goalkeeper signing and that Cameron Hayes, as we mentioned before, he's looked impressive. Cleared one off the line in the first half as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and like you said, there's clearly some goals into it. I don't think Comets have made any changes as I've come out. I don't think LA City have. I think both coaches will keep their structures the same, have a full belief in what they went in prior to the match. Not too sure. I used to work with Vass. Vass is very, proactive. So be interesting to see what he does in terms of subs. He does have a stacked bench. Do you back your teams in? Latanza had a bit of a contact with his shoulder, so hopefully he's okay. Patrick Karachia, he had a couple of players running into him. Comets, they seem to have a clean bill of health, so I'll be interested to see how this next 45 goes, but I want to see some goals as the people do here.
Well, Joseph Brzezowski, the referee, is about to get us underway, and the second 45 is upon us already. This is the men's RA NPL here, just in the western fringes of Adelaide's central business district here. And we are looking at Adelaide City 3rd versus Adelaide Comets 11 in a 12-team league. The Comets going through a little bit of good form in recent weeks. They have only won 3 games, but they've had a number of draws. 4 draws, in fact. And I'll just pause that thought as this cross comes in from Catano into the middle. Costanzo goes to meet it. They haven't got possession. Comets have won it back, and as soon as they've won it back, they've almost lost it almost immediately, and ball does go out the far side, just to be a throw-in.
Catano's ball into the box once again just caused lots of grief. So,
as I mentioned before, Comets have only won the 3. They didn't get their first win until a 2-1 victory over Sturt in round 9. But since then, they've only lost once, and that was a 4-1 loss to West Torrens-McCullough in round 12. So they are a team with a little bit of form, even though they are 11th in the ladder. And even if they win tonight, they won't climb any higher than 11th, as this throw-in comes in from Karachia. Breaks to Oliver Western. He could have had a shot from there, surely.
Came through his right foot, not his left.
He thought about it, though. I think it crossed his mind.
Yeah.
Now it's Comets who come away with it. On this near side, Karkafiris ends up with the ball, chips forward. Jared Abitu now for City. Costanzo sort of waited for the ball to come to him. No clip there. And it's a free kick for Comets.
Yeah, just listening to some instructions from the coaching crew, telling Comets, try not to play short when you've got a player that's just about to break the back line. Just play a little bit more beyond that ball that you did think. So just see how that goes.
Okaweza on the far side brings the ball under control eventually. They'll go back to their goalkeeper, Comets, and they'll clear their lines. Bailey O'Neill with a wee hand in the back there. It's been missed by the referee, although to be fair to him, he was unsighted. Bailey O'Neill wins this one, brings it down, finds Daniel Bressan.
Yeah, picking up the, just getting a lot of the ball, just picking up those balls, starting the play. It's good press by Comets here, and then I'll let them get out.
Bailey O'Neill wants to go back to his goalkeeper, John Hall. Now it's Jared Abichu. Back to O'Neill. Now their captain, Patrick Caraccia. Abichu now. Just enjoying a little bit of possession. Adelaide City now, they venture into Comets half. Comets sitting quite deep. Costanzo can't get that final ball through, but Western picks up the loose ball, feeds it out wide. Lewis Laura-Latanzio on that far side slips and goes to ground. As we mentioned before, has been a bit slippy underfoot. We saw that in the earlier game, in the women's game between Comets and West Torrens McCulloch. Some players losing their footing. We haven't had a lot of rain, so we're putting it down to the dew. Eventually Ethan Karkafiris clears.
Yeah, it could be a combination of a couple of things really, but I think it will come down to dew. Players' boots these days are a lot better than they used to be, but I still think if they had metal studs, they probably wouldn't be falling over as much. What do I know?
Well, I can tell you it's a long time since I bought a pair of boots. I wouldn't have a clue. As that shot comes in.
What did you wear at the fundraiser? Playing for Ross.
I just wore a pair of Copa Mundials.
Coppers, okay.
Old Faithful, I call them.
Yeah.
You can't go too far wrong, but I mean they're not very good for competitive football. They're good for training, but I've only got them and an old pair of Predators anyway, so. The Predators must be 15 years old. It's a few years since I've stopped playing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've had no occasion to go out and buy a new pair. Well, I coached for a bit, so I had boots for that, but that's going back a few years now, so. Nobody calls me and asks me to play for them these days, Theo. Those days are gone.
I'm glad no one calls me. And even if they did, I wouldn't listen.
Free kick for Adelaide City. Midway inside their own half.
I think there was a build-up about a couple of minutes ago that Adelaide City had. They just had a mountain of possession and they went forward when they wanted. And I think that's probably the blueprint of Vass. He wants to keep the ball and go forward when they want to go forward and go in the directions that they want to go. So that's probably the blueprint going forward for the next 45. So see what happens.
Abichu finds Kusumovic. Attack breaks down though. Harry Thomas finds it and goes back to Karkafiris for Comets. It's tight, isn't it? There's not a lot of space there, but eventually Comets clear their lines. Carrera. Abichu had his arms all around him, but does not have held him. Bailey O'Neill now for Adelaide City, left foot, chips forward. Catano underneath it. Finding the going a little bit more difficult against this Comets backline. Yuki Catano versus their game last week against Metro Stars. 3-0 win there. Yuki Catano scoring 3 goals in that game last week.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to think of where Comets can hurt Adelaide City. Adelaide City want to keep possession and they want to build the ball up and they want to commit and create overloads. Well, that's fine. Comets, what can you do to distract them? What you can do is you can play quick on counter. Here we go.
Well, Comets have come away with it and they are on the counter.
There you go. 3v2.
City are back in numbers, though, to be fair. They got back quickly. Harry Thomas now on this left-hand side for Comets. Tries to cross it in low. His cross is blocked by Francese. Ball goes out. Throw in for Comets.
Yeah, they did get back very, very quickly. But if that ball was to Gildas over the top in space. He probably could have got that in a more dangerous position.
And so that goes out. Goal kick for John Hall.
It's quite easy to say from a commentary box, but it's a little bit different outside from there.
Free kick given there.
Nearly stolen there. Bailey O'Neill backs his skill.
Challenged by Guerrera on his opponent. Bailey O'Neill has it now for City. Abichu has Francesi on this near side. Will he use him? No, he'll go straight through the middle. Catano flicks it on, finds Caraccia. Eventually the ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Dakota Oxenham. That's right, folks, you heard right. Oxenham announced in the starting 11 for Comets. New signing in. Gianni Tremonton was the goalkeeper last week for Comets in their 1-1 game with Adelaide United. Oxenham starts tonight. Here's Luis Laurie Latanzio, overlapping run, again intercepted and broken down. Mukezwa, judged to have fouled his opponent, concedes a free kick for Comets. Or should I say concedes a free kick for City? How do you say that? I guess I mean he's playing for Comets, but he's conceded the free kick. City will get it.
It's the second goal. It's the second game, and we're into the second half, and we are human people. We do make mistakes, even though Mr. Grant doesn't make many. I can add, just before this free kick, that I'll stop talking for a second.
Costanza with the free kick, right-footed, chips into the danger area, but it's too close to Oxenham, and he collects.
The 89th minute, and it is Sturt Lions 1, West Torrens Bacala 4. I know the George Blackwood has already scored a hat-trick. They haven't got the fourth goal scorer there, but he's had a day out, Mr. Blackwood.
If he's indeed scored that many, he will be at the top of the...
Three.
Yeah, he'll be at the top of the league goal scorers. It's been quite tight at the top between him and Josh Morey and Maxine Ivanich of West Adelaide as well. Morey of Campbelltown. But if Blackwood's got 3 tonight, that'll put him a few clear, I think, at the top of the Golden Boot chart for the 2026 Men's RA NPL. It's Harry Thomas.
Yeah, an avid follower of the FSA leagues on YouTube, Mr. Dave Tassadi. He just reminded me once again, Burkella have scored 2 goals in the 80th minute, 83rd and 89th. So there you go. It's an interesting stat. They have scored a lot of their goals in the 80th minute.
Late flurry specialists. I guess that's what you describe them as, isn't it?
Very fit. Yeah, score a lot of late goals. So, yeah. Think of that what you wish. Make of that what you wish.
Comets sending out their substitutes. City substitutes already out there having a little limber up. We're probably 5-10 minutes away from seeing some changes being made. Scores locked at nothing each here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Arguably 2 of the best defensive sides in the competition at present, facing off each other. You could argue that City are probably, well, they are the best for the season so far. They've only conceded 14 goals all season in the league. So very tight at the back, and Comets just going through a period just now where they are performing well in defence over the last few weeks.
And they've had a bit of change too, Comets.
Yuki Kitano back to goal. Feeds it out. Decent effort there by Daniel Bressan. It's just going over the top. Oxenham didn't touch it. It's a goal kick.
It's another incisive move again by Adelaide City, getting that ball out. And Bressan, who's normally centimetre perfect, was just a fraction over there. But he had to think about that. As Dakota was in goals. No disrespect to the prior goalkeepers before him, but Dakota is that little bit taller. So you have to think about your shot placement, and you know that obviously went into his mind for a whole millisecond.
You do need to get them on target, that's what I always say, and that one was wayward. You're obviously not going to score if they're not on target, but goal kick unsuccessful, headed straight to, or given straight to Abichu, but City haven't managed to hold on to it. That one's gone out. Marco Guerrera did give chase, but it is a throw-in for Adelaide City down that corner. Nicholas Francesi now. Throw-in taken down the line. Catano jumps, almost jumps too early. Comes off his head as he's descending from his leap. Caraccia challenged solidly by Karkafiris, and maybe a little bit late, and it's a yellow card for Ethan Karkafiris. He's the second player from Comets into the book. Minsoon Park was booked earlier on today. Karkafiris joins him in the list of naughties.
Happens. It's football, contact sports.
Absolutely, I think he was entitled to go for it. He's maybe just been a little bit late, and I think that's probably what has caused his name to be taken. Luis Laurel Tanzio on that left-hand side. Goes back, finds Bailey O'Neill, and he in turn finds Yared Abichu. Francesi finds Caraccia.
This is the point where Comets can really hurt them. You win, you can steal possession.
Kasumovic gets there well, puts it back into the middle. Oh, met at the back post. They still have it though. Costanzo, corner.
Great save once again by Dakota. He's got to be in the top few for players of the game. Had a good save in the first half. Held his defender that helped him get one off the line. There's another good save there.
Bas Parhas, Adelaide City's coach, electing to make his first substitution of the match.
It's about the 60th minute.
Francesco Schemitzi comes on, and Luis Laurie Latanzio leaves us. You do wonder if maybe that's precautionary. Luis Laurie Latanzio did have a little bit of a shoulder niggle earlier on.
No player likes to come off early. Even if they are injured.
Corner comes in near post. Kasumovic gets a flick to it, but fails to flick it on, and indeed Ibrahim Saidi, the assistant in this near side, has indicated that that ball had gone out of play. He did well to spot that because it was on the other side of the goal frame from where he's standing, but no argument from any of the players, and we're back underway.
Yeah, the set pieces in the first game in the WNPL and today in the NPL haven't been the best delivery. Just missing that little bit of.
Kasumovic, that's a great ball to the back post to Yuki Kitano. Comets have cleared the lines. Great piece of defending there. I think it was it Sparavecchia who got his foot to that to clear it out, or it might have been actually Nicholas Vatanos.
Yeah. But that ball was hit into space, attacked ferocity by Catano. That was an excellent ball by Assad. So let's see if the delivery could be a bit better this time.
Two hands up in the air. I don't know what that means. We'll find out in a minute as the ball comes in. That means it's going to go too close to the keeper. He's going to punch it clear. Marco Guerrera comes deep to collect it. And Comets are on the break here. That final ball just a little bit too far for Harry Thomas to reach. And Adelaide City clear the lines. Throw in for Adelaide Comets just in front of the Adelaide City bench. Ethan Karkafiris with it. Looks at his options down the line. His throw-in's met by Kasumovic though. Bressan clears. Vatanos underneath that one for Comets, but City have emerged with it. Here's Bressan, goes back to Yared Abichu, and he in turn finds his goalkeeper, John Hall.
If he presses, put him under pressure.
Minsoon Park. He's been a bit quiet at the second half, hasn't he, Theo?
Yeah, he has been.
Cross comes into the middle. Harry Thomas. Oh, sorry, folks.
Sorry,
Theo's having a little turn.
Sorry, I sneezed. Someone walked past and the aftershave was too heavy.
That's all right. You're only human. It is cold and chilly here at LJ Hooker Mile End Sports Park.
I hit it as much as I possibly can.
You know, to be fair to you, the mute button's a fair way away. So here's Asad Kazumovic into the box. His run is blocked by Nicholas Vatanos, who's had a good game tonight, it must be said.
Yep.
Up the line he goes. Target was Harry Thomas, didn't get to him. Philip Spadavecchia, sorry.
He was out for a while, he's come back in and he's just been excellent today.
64 minutes gone in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Midway through this second half. Score still locked at 0-0. Here's Yared Abichu. Finds Patrick Karachia. Kasumovic. And as soon as that ball was released, there was a cry of anguish. And you knew it wasn't good enough.
No,
and Harry Thomas there.
And John Hall was on the edge of the box just about to sprint out, so he was well aware of their plan. It's just execution and delivery.
And here comes City down the left-hand side. Kasumovic into the middle, looks for Karachia. Karachia doesn't quite bring it under control. Mbakaweza wins the free kick in the far side.
Lots of niggling little fouls. Start to build up, test the referee's patience, but Adelaide City starting to put a bit of pressure. Had the majority of the possession, had some opportunities, had some corners. Just that final ball, that final shot at goal, just lacking at the moment. They're going to make a sub now. Don't know who's going to come on.
It's a double substitution actually. We'll tell you in a wee minute once they've got them out here. Cameron Carlton and Sebastian Good all prepped and ready for Comets, but they'll have to wait a wee minute here as their colleagues on the park burst in towards the penalty box. Attack is broken down by City, who now come away with it. Oxenham out quickly to collect that.
Seb Good and Cameron Carlton being prepared. Come on.
Patrick Karachi now picks the ball up. Dominic Costanza. Costanzo, nice little back heel by him. Kasumovic, his run is blocked, but City still have it. Daniel Bressan now, left foot into the middle. Kasumovic is under that, puts it back across the face. Minsoon Park takes no chances and concedes the corner.
The ability to hit that ball back from Assad when the ball's going out, volley it back into play, excellent. Comments are, I think, who's down at the moment? Is that Vatnos?
Yes.
Yeah. You'd want him to get up pretty quickly. No subs on corners. Should know that lines. Referee.
Well, you can make it. It's just not the done thing.
Yeah.
And the assistant is sent back to the corner.
He was cold and he just wanted to run anyway.
City have the corner. There's a little bit of argy-bargy in the middle there. But referee Joseph Bajewski's got his eye on that. Tells them to behave themselves. And now we have the corner coming in. It's very dark in that corner, isn't it, as it comes in deep. Yeah, by Ethan Carcafiers. What a strike by Patrick Caraccia to open the scoring on the volley. What a hit. 1-0 Adelaide City. It's taken a while to break the defence down, but they've finally done it. Oh, what a strike.
Well, I needed you to call that because, yeah, it was an absolute cracker. It was a Ned Stiles cracker, maybe. It was coming. They were building. It was coming. It was just that final ball, that final goal. Let's see what happens. Comets are going to. I think Spadavecchi is coming off and Guerrero is coming off. So.
That goal coming in the 67th minute. Patrick Caraccia special. On a volley from that corner. That's the difference between the two sides now. And you're right, Comets have made a couple of changes there. City are preparing their own Alex Battistella, who returns to the club that he was playing for 2.5 years ago after a spell with Adelaide United's youth team.
Quality, absolute quality. So, yeah.
The stuff of dreams.
They've got a bench that's exceptional. Any one of those would be starters in any other club. So, Bass has built a very strong squad.
Carcafiers, what have Comets got now?
And I know they've got lots of heart, lots of character. That's what you see. Especially led by that guy there, Anthony Mav.
Strong challenges in the middle now. It's like watching football in the 70s, some of that stuff. But substitution will be made now. Alex Battistella will come on. It looks like Asad Kasimovic will come off. And funnily enough, he's not in any great rush to vacate the field.
It's not a good shift. The only thing he hasn't done is score.
And off he comes indeed. Well, Comets have got just over 20 minutes to try and get something back out of this game. It would feel a little unjust to me if there was a winner in this. I feel they've been very evenly matched, both of them.
Yeah. I agree. I think Adelaide City have had more possession and the better opportunities. But I think Comets have sort of matched them in the first half. Haven't gone toe-to-toe with them in the second half, but let's see what kind of heart and character. Like I said, I expect they've got lots of heart and character.
City maybe marginally better in the second period, but very even through the first half. Is that what we probably think? I think I probably agree with you in that.
Yeah.
Comets now have got motivation to try and get themselves back in. They're a goal down, you know. They're a side that are trying to avoid this bottom two spot. They're started the day in second bottom, and regardless of whether they win today or not, they'll stay there. They are 4 points adrift of safety, but they need to pick up some of these wins where they can. Here's Caraccia on a brace.
He's thinking about shooting.
Catano, he thinks about shooting. He's pushed that one wide, and it's tame as well, collected by the goalkeeper, Dakota Oxenham.
Let's just hope that for LA City's sake that Comets don't get one back, because they just let Comets out quite easily there. They should have been 2-0 up.
There's gone Mukezwa on the far side, crowded out by City players, and it's cleared by Western. Costanzo gets up there, finds Catano. Catano has no support though, he'll have to hold this one up. Now the support comes. Avalombados clears. He's fouled though. Plays pulled back.
And I can safely say that it has been finished at Jack Smith Park, with Burkalla winning 4-1. As I said, George Blackwood hat-trick and a Jonathan D'Origo 84th and 90th minute.
This would be the last game. Well, this would be the only game still playing then.
Correct, yep.
The other two having finished.
Everybody's tuning into our game.
I would certainly hope so. I would hope they would be tuned in earlier than this point in time. 3 games tomorrow, of course. Campbelltown City host West Adelaide at Steve Woodcock at 3 p.m. Para Hills Knights host Metro Stars also at 3 p.m. at the Cassinco Stadium, a.k.a. the Paddocks. And also at 3 p.m, Playford City host FK Beograd. So all 3 games on concurrently or at the same time tomorrow. If you can get out to one of those games at Campbelltown, Para Hills Knights or Playford, folks, do so. Support our local game. If not, it will be on the FSA League's YouTube channel. But it would be good to see you out there.
Yeah. What's Playford's ground called? Playford?
Ramsey Park.
Ramsey Park.
Quite a famous ground, that. It was a cycling velodrome in the 70s and the 60s. Here come Comets. I'll hold that thought for a moment. Into the box they go. City good to recover. You know, they lost possession in that transition period. Very quick to try and win it back, and successfully as well. Yes, Ramsey Park was a velodrome in the 60s and 70s. There's like a old cycling track that goes around it. You can still see it. It's quite interesting. And it's also a ground that George Best scored at in the very late 80s. Did you know that?
George Best?
Yeah, he scored a penalty in the northern end of that ground.
I just know that Georgie Best played a game for the Great Westies, West Adelaide.
He did. I'm not sure it was a competitive game though, was it?
I'm not too sure. Don't think so.
That was in the early 80s. That was about 83. Yes, West Adelaide had a connection with the Scotland team in the World Cup. Did you know that? Ben Gannon-Doak, who plays for Scotland, his grandfather, Martin Doak.
Martin Doak used to play centre-back for West Adelaide.
That's his grandfather. His grandson is Ben Gannon-Doak, who was playing for Scotland.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I remember him.
Unfortunately, Martin Doak passed away not that long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's no longer with us. As City have a corner whipped in towards the, right in the middle there. Carcaphierce was the player who got to it, and he had to be sure. Comets clear their lines.
That's very sad to hear. Another West Adelaide player. West Adelaide had a history of having some amazing Scottish players.
Yeah, they do indeed.
Mr. Neil, legend Neil McGackie.
Yeah.
Graham Honeyman. I think Peter Boyle. Not too sure of Billy Birch. My dad used to talk to me about some other players. Tony Batchelor, I'm not too sure if he was Scottish, but...
St Andrew is the patron saint of Greece and of Scotland. So I guess there's a connection.
Yeah.
As Comets come away with it. Here's Harry Thomas. Oh, he skipped past a couple of challenges until Bailey O'Neill caught him and
took 2 players out.
Yeah, he did. Bailey O'Neill suggests that wasn't a free kick, but it looked fairly obvious to me. And his name is taken and entered into the list of naughty players for tonight. It's a yellow card for Bailey O'Neill. And Comets have a free kick. It's a good 40 odd yards out though. It's a long way out, but it is dead centre.
I'm not too sure if Anthony Mav will actually hit this. I don't know what his options are. Do you just dink the ball over the back line?
Shot comes in. Cross comes in. It just goes straight out. It's a goal kick for John Hall.
Probably like to have that time back. Not too sure what he was actually trying to do then. Was he trying to dink the ball over the defence? Not too sure. He's normally really good in his set pieces, Anthony Mabb, so he'll make up for that with his work.
Catano gets up, flicks it on. Ball goes back. Vatanos. He's been good tonight. He goes back to his goalkeeper, Oxenham.
like I said, I've been impressed with the young young Comets backline.
Well, as we mentioned a few times tonight, Comets in recent weeks have been very good defensively. And I guess that's why we have a low-scoring game. You know, it's been an entertaining game and it has flown by, but two very good defences tonight. That's been the story of the evening. City, of course, have only conceded 14 goals all league season and currently on course to retain that record.
Well, Vass being a very tough defensive midfielder.
Bressan, Lombardos, Karacha, the goal scorer, picks it up, threads it through, finds Costanzo. He had Catano, but the momentum's lost and he's been harried into the corner here by Comets. Still has it though. Now he's lost it. Thomas. Sebastian Good now. Big and strong, but he's lost the ball. Billy O'Neill. Little slip by Good.
Good turn of pace.
Sebastian Good does all the chasing. Concedes the free kick. As Comets prepare two more substitutions down in front of us, Lucas Lim and Dylan Page, both being prepped for their appearance. It looks like
Lucas Lim.
Ethan Karkafiris has come off, as has Harry Thomas. And as we mentioned, Lucas Lim and Dylan Page both come on.
Yes, I had a chat to off camera to Joel Porter about Joel, his son. He's about 3 to 4 weeks away. He's had a bit of an injury, a bit of a setback, so hopefully Comets can get him back soon. Another good attacking player at the Comets, not playing. And talking about another sub just about to come on, there's Junior Pahas, Giorgio.
Dylan Page gets his first touch, and that is to find Cameron Hayes with the back pass. Comets look to explore their options up the right-hand side. Nicholas Vatanos with it now. Economopoulos forced back. Marvel Lombardos now pushes it out wide. It's picked up by Vatanos again. A little slip in the middle there again by Nicholas Economopoulos, and Yuki Kitano is unleashed. He crosses into the middle. And they clear the lines, Comets, but they concede a corner. Substitution being made. Giorgio Parhas will come on. Dominic Costanzo will leave us. That would be almost a straight swap, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think Giorgio will probably play a little bit deeper, be a bit more defensive mindset. Dom likes to play that free role, and hard to find. He goes on the right, he goes on the left, he goes at the back, plays as a 6, plays in everywhere. So he's put a good shift in, put a good game. I think he's still building his football, going up another level.
Parhas on, Costanzo off, corner incoming.
All surrounding Dakota.
Yeah, the 6-yard box is packed, busier than Rundle Mall the Saturday before Christmas. As that ball comes in, cleared by Oxenham with a punch though, finds Minsung Park.
I like that one, I might use that.
You're welcome. And Comets come forward. Oh, timely tackle there by Karachi, who then sort of heads it out along the deck.
I was just about to say, he's using his head. What can Comets manufacture in the 82nd minute, I think?
Yep, just 7 minutes or so of regulation time to go. Finding it hard to see where the goal is going to come from. City have been very good at the back, but they do have a free kick here, Comets. Min Soon Park. There seems to be a fair bit of discomfort in the corner there.
Ankle.
After that challenge.
Yeah, so the second that you said, oh, were they going to find the next goal? Well, then the next person they've called up, Panayotis Politis, Peter Politis, getting ready to come on. Anthony Mav, let's see if we can make up this free kick. It's actually a really good place if you hit it right.
And he does so with his left, right into the middle it goes. Comets just can't find a way through, can they? Snapshot there by Nicholas Economopoulos, but the ball's ended all the way back with Min Soon Park, and he goes back to his goalkeeper. Oxenham takes a touch. Plays in Nicholas Vatanos, and Vatanos now looks forward, launches. Picked up by Cameron Carlton. There's no way through the middle though for Comets, and attack breaks down, but they have won a free kick.
In a very dangerous position. Is that Bailey O'Neill again? What are they going to do this time? Is Mav going to take it again, or is someone else going to come and take it?
Well, that's the discussion I guess Sebastian Good and Anthony Mavro-Lombardos are having, but Sebastian Good has now wandered off and left it with his skipper. He's 35 yards out, so it's a good distance, and he's got John Hall, a giant, to beat. There is only a three-man wall though that City have set up. Shot comes in, good stop by John Hall though, pushes it wide, and it's a corner.
He tried to do that one in the before as well, and didn't hit it well, but he hit that one well, and John Hall had to dive to his left to make a diving save. A midfielder being sacrificed here, Icon coming off.
Yeah, Nicholas Economopoulos comes off, and on comes Panayotis Politis. He didn't seem too happy about it, as you would have heard from the bang, and this cross comes in. Hall gets there, punches. Mavro-Lombardos feeds it out wide. They'll get a second chance at the cross here. Into the middle it comes. Good by Parhas of all people. Eventually the shot comes in, diving, stooping header there. Didn't make the connection though. And Sebastian Good.
Yeah, Adelaide City
comes close.
Yeah, they had the ball, and they try to get too cute. Comets just got the ball, just go into the box, and just a little bit unlucky there by, I think, Seb Good. Just like a...
You'll be wishing his neck was just an extra foot longer, you know, like one of those characters in Avatar or something.
Yeah, God help the player that gave up the ball. If they had scored, I reckon Vass would have ripped his head off. I think that was his son. His son would have walked home. No, he wouldn't have fed him for about 5 minutes. He does eat a lot.
Ball launched forward, picked up by City. Comets do enough to win it back though. Oxenham clears. Gets height more than distance though with that clearance though. Western boots the ball almost at Karacha, who's gone down again. He's been kicked all night, that lad. And it's a free kick for City in the far side. Hey, Patrick Karacha's shins will be black and blue in the morning.
Yep. Bit like my feet at the moment. They're blue.
Circulation slowing down for you there, Theo.
It's a bit cold out here. Should have worn the boots, I think, instead of the good old Tigers.
Throw in for Adelaide City. Oliver Weston takes it. Crammed within that corner. Comets there trying to win the ball, and they're successful in that endeavour. It's a goal kick. A little bit more speed and urgency about their play now. They've only got 3 minutes left. Comets to try and salvage something out of this. Min Soon Park with the throw. Steals a few yards, much to the issue of the City bench, but Comets have it. Politis now. Is he on the corner? He has.
He has done well. Actually was quite patient then, the referee. He made a decision as a goal kick, but then the linesman said no, it was clearly a corner, and they went with the linesman's decision. Let's see if they can make this one count.
Here comes that corner. Into the middle it goes. It's a loose ball. No takers though. Comes back out to Dylan Peck. He gets his cross in. He goes deep. Karachi gets underneath it though. And eventually City clear their lines.
He's got a bit of speed.
Not half. He's off like a rabbit. Oh, through the middle. Oxenham comes out and collects. But that was some pace down that far side. Alex Battistella. End-to-end stuff now, isn't it?
It's like a basketball game.
You've been saying that all night. Here's Politis now in the box. Comes back to Anthony Mavrolambados. Left foot, chips it into the middle. Western clears.
Been saying that a lot of football matches the last probably year or two have been a lot of just like up and down, up and down, up and down.
I don't watch enough basketball to be able to agree or disagree with you. I'll just have to trust your judgment and your wisdom on that one there, Theo.
You can just watch 5 minutes of the NBA and you'll understand.
I don't think I could tolerate 5 minutes of basketball. They made us do it at school. It wasn't my thing at all. Free kick for Comets.
Children, people that play basketball have a really good agility.
Well, there you go. I'll trust your judgment in that. Mavrolambados into the middle it goes.
Good back header.
It was. I think was that Battistella. I think very
so.
Quick, but it was a good back header if that was the intent. Now John Hall will clear. He's got 8 seconds, of course, under the new ruling to get rid of it. Winsoon Park beats Battistella to that. Now it's a through ball again. Politis is the man chasing. Hall clears though, despite the attention of Gomwokezwa. It's all very fast and frenetic now over these last minutes. The 90 have ticked over. Comets pressing for this equaliser. They've only got injury time left.
How much time is left, do you think?
I'm not sure. Unfortunately, we don't get that information here. But it can't be very long.
Well, we've had a goal, a couple of fouls. I'll be saying 3 minutes.
One of those 3 minutes, if it's 3 minutes, has now passed. So possibly just 100 or so seconds left. And in fact, I've just caught the assistant in front of me, Ibrahim Sahidi, indicating there are 2 minutes left. So your 3 minute guess is probably right on track. 2 minutes to go here. 1-0 for Adelaide City in the men's RA NPL. A beautiful volley by Patrick Karachia. The difference between the two sides, he did that in the 67th minute. Tonight has been a display of top class defending from both sides. Both goalkeepers have had their moments. But there is just one goal separating these two sides. Here's Minsoon Park now, goes to the byline, left foot, chip into the middle, missed by Karachia, gathered by Hall, goes to the ground. And his 8-second or his 5-second countdown starts now. Some referees are louder than others, but
they can get this ball in the corner.
That one goes out. Just have come off an Adelaide City player, Comets. Comets throw again. Park down the line he goes. Going with Kezwa. Can't get that one under. That ball's just about missed us, but lucky. Spare balls everywhere here. Minsud Park will get us back underway. Going with Kezwa. Flicks on. Abichu reads it. Shumetsi clears. And again, that one's probably not that far away from us either. But in fact, Joseph Bojeski's blown his whistle for full time, and Adelaide City have stolen this one. It's finished 1-0 in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. A goal by Patrick Caraccia on the volley from a corner in the 67th minute. The difference between the two sides.
Wow.
What a night, Theo.
Big day. Two games back to back. Very tough contest in the second game. So yeah, but see Latanzio. Yeah, his shoulder's a bit sore and yeah, he's a bit hiding. But yeah, it was great. It got really cold. Adelaide City. The winner of the game was an absolute cracker by Patrick Caraccia. And so it's 3 points to Adelaide City. Vass will be very happy with that. Comets, they did not give up. Got a couple of new players in, and we'll see what will happen the next couple of weeks and what this result will mean. But yeah, best thing to do is just get back up and see what you can do again.
Well, I can tell you what it does mean for Adelaide City. This 1-0 win will take them up to second on the ladder above Metro Stars. They'll go to 32 points, Metro Stars on 31, but Metro Stars have a game in hand which they play tomorrow. West Torrens McCullers win tonight takes them up to 35 points, so they have a little bit of a buffer, but Metro Stars, as I mentioned before, have a game in hand. But for Comets, still on the 13 points, goal difference drops to minus 12, and they're still 4 points adrift of Campbelltown City above them, and they're still in that relegation zone. They'll be hoping to get out of it in the next couple of weeks, but they need to string some wins together. It wasn't their night tonight. Adelaide City are 1-0 winners here in this men's RA NPL South Australia. It's time for us to go, Theo.
Let's go.
Okay, good night, folks. See you around. Here when I got here, so I was just going to leave them. Good enough.
Not yet. I haven't given all clear yet. Yeah, good to go.